Hey, what's up guys? So we're here showing off EDO Pro. This is going to be the new Yu-Gi-Oh game that a lot of you guys will be excited about. So it's a huge update basically to Yu-Gi-Oh Pro Percy. If you've already played on that, you'll feel right at home. But there's a bunch of newer features that I wanted to go ahead and kind of go over and show you guys examples of. But if you guys are new here and you're like, yo, I'm really excited to play this new Yu-Gi-Oh game, it's completely free, just as a heads up. There's no pay to win at all. And the cards will be all unlocked at the start. So anyways, let's go ahead and hop right into it. So first off, the most important thing is, of course, the download link, and I'll give you guys all of the information that you'll need in the pinned comment, as well as like kind of the steps in case you're missing out on any of the things that you need, like Microsoft Framework or WinRAR, to go ahead and unrar the file to go ahead and get started playing. So first off, the most important thing is to go ahead and give you guys that download link, and as well as explain some of the stuff, and then we'll go ahead and hop into the newer features as well as how to kind of play the game. So first off, it's basically a Yu-Gi-Oh Pro Percy, but it's got a huge update that added a lot of nice new features. So first off, let's go ahead and go over the download link. So for the download link, I'm just going to go ahead and include their Discord, but I will also just put in the pinned comment the latest update link over here, which is, I'm just going to copy and paste exactly what they have. I'm not mirroring the link, it's the exact same link, but if you need to download it for Windows or Mac or Linux, all of that will be down below, and you might need Microsoft Framework as well, and that will also be included here. So pretty much once you go ahead and get the files for the game, what you're going to go ahead and do is unrar them. And then you just go ahead and go into Project Ignis, and then go ahead and open up EDO Pro, and your game will go ahead and open up. But your game might look a little bit different. That's because they added this new skin feature that I went ahead and actually applied a skin to. And this is one of the newer features, but there's tons of new features. So if you guys are already familiar with the game, just stick out to the end of this video, and I'll show you guys all the new stuff, because that's why you guys are probably here anyways. But I know some people, they literally see the download link, and then they go download it, and they're like, wait, hold on, how do you do this? I'm going to explain everything. I'm going to show you guys a lot of cool features that you guys might not have known about. So first off, there's this little settings wheel over here. All you do is click that, it'll open up the skin page over here. You guys can start making your own custom skins. I'll go through some of them just so you guys can kind of see some of the different ones. Some of them look really like old, like back on like Windows 98, you know, but there's a lot of really cool ones. The default one that you guys will probably have is going to be the purple one. I really like the Yu-Gi-Oh online one, which is the one that I will be also linking down below. This one's a custom skin that's not in the game when you download the vanilla version, but I think it's by far one of the best ones. You also have something over here for scaling. This is actually pretty important as well. So you guys can go ahead and change the text size. This is what it's for. Just in case you know, you have really bad eyes or whatever the case may be, you guys can go ahead and change that setting. I'm just going to keep it on 120 so it looks clean here. But there's a lot of other effects that you guys can go ahead and modify, whether you want to go ahead and have the field spell artwork or the sound and music, whatever you want to turn on and off, display the FPS, whatever you want to go ahead and do. Like I'm going to go ahead and uncheck the FPS, because I mean, I could play Yu-Gi-Oh at like 10 FPS. It doesn't really matter to me. You could have VSync on. These are just extra settings that you'll have, but really not that big of a deal. You used to be able to change this in Yu-Gi-Oh Pro by going to a text file. It was a lot more complicated, but this makes things a lot more easy. But there's actually a really cool feature over here when you go ahead and go into your deck setting over here. So just like any other Yu-Gi-Oh game, if you're looking for a very specific card, like let's go ahead and type in like Blue Eyes, right? I can go ahead and right click it, add it. Once I got 40 cards in my deck, I can go ahead and start you know, dueling people. So I'd go ahead and save. I can name the deck whatever, you know. It's just like any other Yu-Gi-Oh game. You can search for a very specific monster. Maybe I want a water monster that is a fairy or whatever the case may be. So you notice that some of the cards, they're blank, but it takes a second and they'll load in. Once they load once, that's it. They're downloaded to your computer. Basically, it keeps the file size very small for the application, and as you guys start playing more and more, the file size will grow. But most people won't be playing like a bunch of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so you might not get all the images immediately, but as time goes on, it takes literally like 2 seconds to get like most of the images in every single duel anyways, so don't worry about that. So this is a new feature though. Let's go ahead and go over one of the newer features here. So a new feature is called Test Hand. This is one of my favorite things, as well as the skins. Skins is by far one of my most favorite things, but I can go ahead and test my hand over here, and I basically can play without an opponent. What this allows me to do is if I want to play Royal Magical Library and Exodia, my opponent will not quit on me when I summon Royal Magical Library, because no one wants to go ahead and play against that. So it's just basically playing single player, but it's on Yu-Gi-Oh Pro. You can technically play against like an AI and kind of get the same feeling, but sometimes you just want to make make sure you go first and try to practice your combo or whatever the case may be for what you're trying to do. So I'm not going to go ahead and duel this full duel here, but you can basically see what you'd go ahead and also draw for the next turn. So it's really helpful to have some of those players that might be thinking, hey, is this going to actually work or not? This is a really great new feature, and I think it's one of the best new features here on this new EDO Pro client here. Another thing that is important, a lot of you guys have probably seen on replays, when you try to replay a file, it says error, right? I'm so glad that they added this. So the older file was YRP, right? By the way, you can still import all of your decks. You can import them right in. The replays will not be able to play though on EDO Pro, just like you would on Yugioh Pro, Percy, or Dev Pro. You can just literally copy and paste all of your decks, which is the YDK file. You can copy and paste those right into the file that would be over here, and I just imported all of mine. So like, for example, I put all of my decks over here into the deck folder, and I have all of my decks from Yugioh Pro. So there's basically no need to go ahead and remake all your decks. But for the replays, you cannot play your older replays on EDO Pro. However, there is a new file format called, oh, I was just going to show the last one, which was when we played a single player. But the new file format is YRPX. That is for EDO Pro. And what's cool with this is they won't break. The replay files will no longer error out, which is so good for any of us content creators. This is huge because sometimes, you know, the card literally comes out and then the next day they update it and then the replays don't work, and it's very frustrating. But now that's a thing of the past. Another thing that is new is, let's say you played against your opponent and you're like, dude, that guy had a really cool deck. I want to save his deck. You can literally go from the replay file, save the replay, right? When you finish the duel, it'll say like save replay, you name it, whatever. You click export decks and it's going to export that deck. So whatever the replay is titled, like this one is Mermel ETCO over here. I'm going to go ahead and go right into the decks, and you'll see if I go to Mermel ETCO, it'll say player 00 and then 001. So I can get both of the decks from a replay, which is excellent. Again, this is something really nice for us content creators, which is awesome. There's also another new feature for Discord. If you guys want to invite some of your friends via Discord, you can invite them via like an invite in the Discord chat, which is kind of nice. It's basically only used for tournaments though. The problem before with Yugioh Pro when you try to run a tournament manually is you would have sometimes people faking other people because you could have the same name, and so that will really help out with that. It's not going to be applying for most of you guys except for the people that are really playing in tournaments. There's also this amazing new feature. So first off, as far as how to duel, just like in any other Yu-Gi-Oh game, you go ahead and select the server. There's EU, which is set for competitive, and there's casual. So you guys can go ahead, hit refresh, and you'll see people hosting up games. To go ahead and actually join up on a game, all you have to do is just double click on them, and then a little thing will open up, and then you just hit okay, we joined as a spectator because the lobby was full. But basically what you do is you double click on it, and then you'd have to hit ready up. Let's go ahead and just refresh over here. So you would basically just click on this checkbox, and then you would duel, and then the person that's hosting the game will hit start. So you'll see that he'll hit start. I'm viewing this as a spectator over here, but it's pretty much the same as any other Yu-Gi-Oh game. Like there's, you know, like let's actually go over here so I can show you guys the basics of it through the puzzles. But that's basically how you duel. You can also host a game, but there is a new feature here that is really nice. So if I go ahead and host, you'll see that you can select any of your formats. We have, of course, Go, OCG, Speed Duel, Rush Duel. These are new features over here that have been added in. You have traditional, you have Go, any of these other different forbidden and banned lists, which is pretty cool. But there's also a newer thing. You could play, instead of 2v2s, which would normally be tags, right? You could do 3v3, so you can do like, you know, clan battles and stuff like that. And then you can change the best of 1, 2, 3. You can go up as high as you want with this one, but it only goes up to 3v3. That is the max number. You can set the time limit, but this is also a new feature here. So you know how people host those games, no fusion, no synchro, exceeds, pendulums? You can go ahead and check that in. You can go ahead and check the other, you can select priority, unlimited hand size. You can go ahead and change up the rules to exactly what you want in a Yu-Gi-Oh game. So this is a nice little new feature as well. And then you can go ahead and change your searching over here if you only want to do 2v2s or whatever the case may be. All of that is available at the menus over at the top over here. So that is really cool. But as far as that goes, we've shown off how to basically duel. There's also puzzles. This is something that I want to go ahead and hop right into, like a really simple Duel Links puzzle so I can show you the game. So these are single player puzzles, just in case maybe the internet's down or whatever the case may be. You want to bring your laptop and there's no Wi-Fi around. You could go ahead and still play Yugioh. This is basically like campaign, if you will. There's a lot of these are taken from the Yugioh games. So it basically gives you the explanation of what to do. So you have to win this turn, okay? So this one over here is going to be like a really simple one where there's no main phase 2. But for the most part, this is basically a introduction to the game, if you will. So what you do is you just click on your cards. If you want to summon it, you just hit normal summon. Over here's more of a tutorial for the newer players that are newer to Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. But to move into battle phase, all you have to do is click on battle phase, and when you want to attack, you click on the monster, you click on attack. If there's another monster, it will let you select your attack target. But that's the brief overview of how to play the game. I'm not going to join an actual full duel because this video doesn't need to be that long, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys basically the newer features. Yeah, this is going to be the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that I think everyone will be playing. There's also a post over on Reddit that I'll link that basically goes over some of the other newer features, but I pretty much went over what would be considered the most important ones. There's a couple like things that they mentioned for like some of the scripts over here, but that's the gist of what is new in EDO Pro. I also want to mention that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Percy client, everyone's playing on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Percy, that client will no longer be supported after a short period, and it says the servers will no longer be usable. So pretty much if you like Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Percy, which is like 99% of what my content is on this channel, we're all going to have to migrate over. In fact, their Discord, their Twitter, everything is basically migrated over into EDO Pro, which is really no difference because it's the person that's been working on the game anyways. So that's the new game, guys. Let me know, guys, what you thought of it. Let me know if there's anything that you guys felt like I missed out on in the comment section below. Maybe if you guys need more explanation on anything, let me know in the comment section below too. I'll try to help you guys out. But keep in mind, just check the Discord for the most frequently updated link, because after a few weeks, the link that I give you might be outdated. Their Discord will be always updated, and you know, obviously I can't update my video every single second here, and they're probably going to be releasing lots of different versions as the game just came out over here. But if you already have the game, it'll update through it automatically. You don't have to download a new one. But yeah, that's the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. Love to know your guys' thoughts on it, and going forward, this is a skin that I'll probably be using, and I'll also make a video later down the line on how to import all these skin packs and stuff like that. But it's really simple. It's literally just extracted to the skin folder. But anyways, I mean, yeah, to show this off over here really quick, because I will also include my skin because I really like this skin. I think that everyone will probably want the same one. So all you have to do is go over to your skin folder, and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Online one is the one I have. All you have to do is right click and then just extract it so it's in the same folder as the skin folder, just like you would have in like, you know, your replay folder. It's just like one of those folders, which is really awesome over here. But anyways, that's it for the video, guys. Also want to mention really quick, there's another big Yu-Gi-Oh! Game dropping very soon, and if you guys want to check that out, subscribe, turn that bell if you're new here, and you'll see it as soon as I can give you guys footage of it. I actually already have it, but I don't have the green light to show it to you guys yet. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a good one, and may the heart of the cards be with you in your next duel. And I'm out. Peace.